IndieGamesAAA.com.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Great Digital TCG Search of 2014. I'm your host, as usual, Pete Maschio, at IndiePD on Twitter. And today, for the second matchup of the Final Four, if you watched last week, you saw that Soulforge was able to move on to the Final Two. This week, and next week, we are doing Hearthstone, and we are doing War of Omens, okay? I know a lot of people are excited about this week of games, and next week of doing War of Omens. I know I am as well. So let's take a look at Hearthstone real quick. I know a lot of people already know about it, so I won't try to go into too much length, but let's take a look at my quest log. So every day you have quests. I apparently already completed all of mine today. I did them earlier because I wanted enough cash to, when I did this cast, to buy a pack real quick for you guys, because the animation is super cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to play with one of the preset decks, even though I have my custom hunter deck. I very much like the Warlock, so I'm going to play him. And they're going to quickly find me an opponent. I would bargain to guess on anything, like my life, that I will find a worthy opponent to play against. So it seems like they found one. Oh man, not a mediocre monk or a coffee addict, but a worthy opponent. Rexar Hunter. So I will say about this game, it has my favorite aesthetic out of every game. It is super cool, looking, sounding, feeling. The mouse and keyboard controls aren't incredible, but they're okay. They're good enough. This guy has his own card sleeve, so I am terrified. If I play this guy this turn, he's just going to die next turn, so I'm going to do that anyways. Restore 2 health to me. So it's a very simple game. I think that's one of the things that attracts so many people to it. It's very much a kind of math game and like a balancing game of what do I have versus what my opponent has, and how can I best take advantage of my opponent's errors, I guess. So what I like about this deck, the Warlock deck, is that you will eventually create enough card advantage to win the game. So mainly I'm going to try to trade characters for characters until he runs out of cards, and then I'm going to start drawing more cards than he does. That's the plan. Because each character has this set ability here, like Life Tap, or Steady Shot, that you can do for 2 mana crystals all the time. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill that guy. This is what I do. I'm just trying to make even trades. Then eventually I'll land something like the War Golem, who will beat him. That's the entirety of my plans. So I'm just gonna play Wolf Rider. His charge, just run in there, kill his dude. End of my turn. Just trades. Just all trades early for this deck. Yeah, so he's already having to start using his power. That's probably good for me. Now, if you know me, you know I love me some Ogre Magi. Which is funny, because it's like a Dota thing now. They kind of took Ogre Magi. You know, that's up for debate, though. So he kind of... Oh, he played a Destroy Random... Okay, played 2 of those. Making sure to get rid of some of my stuff. So that guy's better if my heroes are taking damage. So I'm going to wait. I'm just going to play the Chillwind Yeti and draw a card. See, I'm slowly going to create card advantage. Although it hurts me, I should be able to keep my health up using things like the Dark Scale Healer. And just hopefully he runs out of cards. That guy's good. So I guess problem with Core Hound, I could kill him this turn, but it would cost me a lot of resources. So I'm not going to aim to kill him. I can't take that 9 damage though. Like, I really don't want to. So I may have to kill him, unfortunately. Hopefully he's hedging a lot of bets on that guy. It's a little bit of a waste, but hopefully it's not too bad of a thing. I'm just gonna play River Crocodile, and I'm gonna draw a card. So I'm doing a little bit of damage to myself, which kind of stinks, but hey, that Core Hound needs to go away. Like, needs to go away. Hopefully I could drop my War Golem next turn. That's good. That's a good sign. If he's playing smaller dudes, I think. Oh no, he has charge! All his beasts are coming out. So I want to kill that guy because he's creating card advantage. I think that's a good idea. Card advantage is really strong in this game, and I don't have a lot of minions with what's called taunt, which taunt would make him attack my my minions. I think it's a good idea to play that. So anything that creates card advantage for him needs to go away, because that is the crux of my deck.
I let the dog out.
Ah, nice. Just gonna kill my dude. Well played, as they say. So he's definitely created a board presence. I need something good here eventually. And I'm not particularly drawing anything, because that guy, I need to hold on to him, I feel.
Someone call for the doctor.
So I had to play a bunch of guys. It's going to be difficult for me to win this game because I feel like his deck is synergizing really well, and mine is not doing so much. And he should be able to do a bunch of damage to me this turn if he wants to, which would be a good idea. I think he should generally ignore my characters. Like, especially that dude should just attack me. Yeah. It's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, just hurt me as much as possible. So let's attack that guy. He needs to die. So do both these beasts. I don't think it's going to matter too much. Nothing I have has taunt. And that's really rough.
Well played.
Thank you, I guess. Alright. He could just kill me here, because I don't have anything with taunt, so he could just attack through and murderize me. Attack! Yeah, that'll do it. Badish. Badish. He's really thinking way too long about this. Unless he's savoring the moment. And then your thing explodes. So the games are super short, as you can see. Despite you starting with like 30 health, they usually don't last long. I'll show you one other kind of deck, and then I will leave you. So the mage is more of a control deck, and it seems to be one of the ones I end up facing most often when I'm playing online. So I think it's one of the ones that people like the most. So I'll play one more, then I'll open up a pack to show you what that's like. Because I believe I wasn't able to do that the first time I did Hearthstone. This game also is really well supported up to this point by Blizzard. You know, that big-time AAA developer that everybody's talking about. Apparently they made something back in the day that people really liked. So I think I'm just going to keep this. It's not great, but it's okay. I get my mana crystal. Ooh.
Is someone injured?
So he's playing the Paladin, which is kind of like a healing deck. It's good, I think. His special ability is he gets to restore 2 health to himself. So he should have just done that turn. Like, he didn't spend his stuff, so you might as well do it, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and kill that lady. So before you guys started watching, I did win 2 games. But we'll see if that holds up. So my special ability with Jaina is deal one damage. So I'm facing Kevin, who managed to lock up the name Kevin. Well done, Kevin. You've done a good thing. So his beast has taunt, his minion. I'm gonna go ahead and play the River Crocodile. If he kills it, I'll just deal 1 damage to him next turn. So a lot of this game is about kind of like basic math, and it's kind of incredible how easy this was to pick up. If you've played like any card games, you kind of will be familiar with the style of this game. There's really nothing super complex about it, and it's a good thing, I think. Oh, so he's attacking straight into me, that jerk. But I have a minion with taunt. I can deal 1 damage to all enemy minions, which would wipe out 2 of his minions. Unfortunately, I could not kill that guy as well as the other 2, I don't believe. Well, I can get that guy. Or I could get that guy and then wipe out... I could get those 2, but that would not kill the grizzly bear, who's been a problem. Actually, I think I can kill all of them. Yeah, so you attack there, give an arcane explosion, and you attack, yeah. Bye-bye all his characters. So this deck has taunt, which is good. I'm not sure if that other deck is completely void of it. I think Senjin Shield Masta is a neutral card, so it ends up in a lot of decks. A lot of the starter decks have it, is what I'm trying to say. Interesting. I think I'm going to play the taunt minion. It's not a perfect use of my manners, but it's good. It'll just buy me time, which is all I need, really. So my problem with the Paladin is I've never been a big fan of heal effects unless they are like really like synergistic. So we're gonna play another of these dudes, and we're gonna play this little honey to get us a card. So this deck, the mage deck, takes a little bit more time to get going. He's having to use all his Word of Pain, which is good. He's going super aggressive, which I'm fine with.
I've got a huge
So I don't want to waste Fireball yet. If one of those guys were 1 health, that would help a lot. I think I might play this guy to trade with this guy. And then go ahead and play Murloc Raider and Arcane Intelligence. Get a couple more cards.
Job done.
So you have a couple big damage cards there with Fireball. The problem is I don't really want to tip my hand yet. That, yeah, like now it's probably a good time to use it. Yeah, he's being really aggressive. If I can hold off, I'll be fine. So I'm going to deal 6 damage there. Attack there. Alright, and now we're in a much better position to start playing cards. He's really going to have to do a bunch of damage to me. I don't have any heal effects. I can really start flooding the board kind of without too much worry. He can start like healing up, but
Ready for action.
It all depends on his draws at this point. Okay, so we're gonna... I think what we do is we kill the guy with Taunt, because we have to. We can go ahead and Fireball this guy to kill him. And now we can kind of start making bigger moves. So we can play River Crocodile, Raid Leader. Now I'm creating a board present. I can really start like whittling down his health, depending on what he draws, of course. If he draws well, like he draws well. That's the thing you kind of accept with these games. If you draw well, you draw well. So I think what I'm going to do is attack with this guy, because it won't get him killed. That'll take him down to 2 health. I'll play Arcane Explosion. I'm not too worried about him having a ton of creatures right now. Now we'll play that, and just start attacking face. I don't get why he's not healing. Like, he's not even using his hero power. Which may, you know, if he's new to the game, then it makes sense. There it is. So I'm thinking just attack there.
They'll never know what hit. They'll never know what hit.
So unless he draws like a big board sweeper here, we're going to be in good shape. Restore 2 health, and he will play that. I think I kill him this turn though. He didn't draw anything on. I'll play this. Let's see, we got 5, 10. Yeah, this is game.
Mine. This one's mine.
Yep, and that is a game.
Well played.
You two. I don't know how people say that, or if they just make them say that. So each 3 victories, you get 10 coins too. And since I leveled up, I get a new card. 16 out of 20 cards have been unlocked. Freeze all enemy minions. It's a keyword. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu. I went 1-1 today. Good job. The matchmaking is really good. You're not going to play against people who are way out of your level, which I like. Let's go ahead and let's buy a pack. So you can buy 1 pack for 100 gold coins, then 2 packs is $2.99. You get how that works? So here's purchasing a pack. Okay, purchase complete. I spent no money on that. Okay, so I'll close that, and then I can open a pack. And this is the best out of any of these games. This is just amazing. Drag it over, put it in there. Yeah, super great. And you get to pick the cards you're gonna flip over. Let's look at that one. your weapon has +2 attack. That's in rage, while damage this minion has a new power, they call it. So they also specifically tell you which class you can play it in. There's no cross-class system here. There's just certain cards that can be played in all classes. This is really good. Summon a 2/2 Squire plus a 4/4 is really good. You get a Hunter card. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it. So secrets are interesting. They're played face down and until your opponent does something and they don't show up. This is also a secret. And then this should be my rare, I think. Yes, a Warlock card. He has Taunt and Battle Cry. It says destroy one of your mana crystals. Okay, so he's really good. You can see for 3, you get a 3/5, which is really solid with Taunt, but he destroys one of your mana crystals, which slows down your progression. Then you click Done. Those cards are now in my collection. Okay? Now I'm at 80 gold, so I would need 20 more gold to open another pack. So Hearthstone's pretty great. What it's missing right now that like a game like Soulforge has in the final 2 is it is missing like a solid tournament mode. It has which there's an empty slot here, I'm sure, which will eventually be those things. There is ranked play, so if you hit play, when you get that nice chest opening up, you can go to ranked and see how you do against other people. And casual, it's just play against people of your skill level. So ranked is like, hey, I want to see how good I am at this game. My collection takes you to your deck builder. There's the shop, a quest log. The daily quests are pretty easy to handle. It's just like, you know, win 2 games with a certain class. There's a lot of room for growth, I think, especially in like the tournament scene and the drafting scene. The arenas, they're kind of draft. So I started a deck, and you make a deck out of cards, you draft them, and then you get to play that. So like I got Ragnaros the Fire Lord, but then you could retire it or you could play. Here's your crystal mana curve. Overall, I think the presentation is what is so astoundingly good about this game. That and the simplicity make this one of like the games to play out there for digital TCG fans. The only question I have is like, is this the hardcore card game, or is this the game you're looking for? And it could be. It may not need to be. I think that's not what they were going for. They were trying to appeal to kind of the mass market, which makes sense. They're Blizzard. They're a big company. There is like a more passionate scene around it, but it is probably by far out of every single game I played the easiest to pick up and just start playing. And I like it. I think it's really cool. It's really good to like sit down on my couch with my tablet or whatever and play some, and it runs really well on a Windows tablet. And I think it has a lot of features that some of the other games were missing. I think you show this to somebody, they could immediately pick it up and play it, and they could easily become addicted to it. Which is like a lot of these, the problem is barrier for entry. This has practically no barrier for entry. It's free. It doesn't cost a lot of money. If you want to put money into it, you don't have to put a ton to start like growing your collection. You get 40 packs for $50. That's not bad, considering the way TCGs work. So if you're really into it and you're like, okay, I feel like I put 25 hours in this game, I really like it, $50 will get you kind of a really good base for your collection. So yeah, I think this is a good thing, and it'll be interesting to see how it kind of stacks up against a much different but kind of more hardcore gamers game with War of Omens, and then it'll be really interesting to see how those stack up against maybe the most hardcore out of all these, which is Soulforge. But thank you for watching. Check back next week. I'll be covering War of Omens. Check us out, IndieGamesAAA.com. And please leave your opinions in the comment section about what you want to see out of the final 2, as well as this matchup between Hearthstone and War of Omens. I appreciate your viewership as always, and thank you so much for everything. Guys, That's it for the Great Digital TCG Search of 2014 for this week. I will see you next week with War of Omens.